This is your man, Aaron B., with a word from our portal to the inner earth of fine fashion, the folks at Blake's Fine Men's Clothiers. Blake's has the puka shell necklaces that men want. And you know you want them. Buy 2 or more, and Blake's will give you a free healing crystal necklace for lady love in your life.
Leo, me little pussies, let's just make sure we're recording. How are you, Jeremy, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack? How are you, Leo? Don't forget you can watch this as a Life Path 8, an Aquarian, or a Leo. Doesn't matter even if you've got anything anyway, just looking for number 8, okay? How are you? I'm also hearing 8 till late. Some of you, you're working like a late shift. You're doing some extra hours at work maybe, and you're putting in a few extra hours in order to get some extra money. 8 till late. I might be late. Someone that is probably always late. They could have ADHD. But, like, I'm always late, okay? Like, I'm trying to get there, but I'm always late. Okay, I'm trying to get to work, but I'm late. I'm trying to get on with my work, but I'm late. Now, like I said, you can watch this in Aquarian or Leo, it doesn't matter. Okay, but, yeah, I'm always late, like, arriving, or late getting on with my work, or, like, I keep trying to do something, but I keep going to bed late or getting up late. Like, I keep sleeping, and I'm, like, running out of time. Like, I feel like the time is... Someone really does probably have ADHD here.
Your total is 96.59.
But, like, I'm really struggling with, like, time itself. Okay, like, I'm always seem to be late. I always seem to be under a deadline. I've got so much to get done. I've got so much to finish, and I can't seem to do it. And then, like, I get very, like, because I'm now, like, caught behind. Like, I'm very much behind, and I'm not in front. Okay, so it feels like that someone here, you or your partner, or both of you, or the person that you're dealing with is late. Now, I don't know if there's an energy of where my period... I'm supposed to be coming on, but I'm late, okay? Or, like, I'm supposed to be starting work, but I'm late, okay? I'm supposed to be getting up at a certain time, but I always end up seeming to be starting late, okay? Late off the finish, like, off the starting line, okay? So whatever that's going to relate to you, like time being... I mean, I hate to keep bringing it up, but it really does sound like ADHD. You know, I suffer from it myself, and it is terrible. And I brought it up in Capricorn reading, and you come up in that also. Okay, so like being really late, like maybe standing you up, or like, you know, I'm supposed to be meeting you at this time, but I can't. I'm going to have to delay it. Something around a 3, maybe a Life Path 3 or a Pisces, and I'm going to have to delay it. Okay, and I'm going to have to, like, it's going to have to be a couple of hours later or something, because I'm got so much work to finish that I'm not going to be there on time. Not, if I say not, you say 1, 2, 3, could be a Life Path 3 or a Pisces swinging on a tree. Could be Teresa, Tanya, Talion, Stallion, Silver, Steve, Sarah, Sassy, but I'm late. Okay, all seem to be late. Okay, running late. Running, Life Path 7, Cancerian. Okay, all seem to be running late. So, let's see what you've got coming up. Anything to be aware of for Leos? Any messages that you've got for Leo, please? Any messages that you've got for Leo? So you've got the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be your partner that you're in love with. Okay, when you're in love with a beautiful water sign, you can't go wrong. Let's see. Well, as you can go wrong here. Leo. Any messages for Leo, please? So you got the 7 of Cups, ADHD, finding it very difficult to focus. Okay, extreme close-up, focus. But, like, I'm finding it very difficult to find focus. Okay, I'm looking at the one thing in the middle, and that is the only thing that I can concentrate on, because being able to be multi-focused and concentrating on too many things at once is absolutely exhausting. I find it very difficult to, like... Now, if any of you are coming from the Cappy reading in the comment sections and so on and so forth, and you're saying that a person that you're indicative with does have ADHD, but they also have other women on the go as well, that's your life. Okay, I have that, and I don't do that kind of thing here. Not if I'm in a commitment and a relationship with my Leo. But, like, this can be where someone has other options in a commitment, in a relationship. They may be promiscuous.
It's 10:33. Here. What?
Promiscuous, all this kind of thing, looking at everything, thinking, ooh, that's nice and shiny. I want that. Which a person does do with ADHD. Why? Because they have an obsession.
You just cock blocked McLovin.
with oversharing. Okay, Sharon, someone from Australia, but oversharing, overcaring, and then undercaring. Okay, so not caring at all and then caring too much. It's like bipolar. It's like way too little, low vibration, high vibration loads, right? So it can also be overexpending as well, spending too much money, spending too much energy as well. Okay, spending way too much time looking at the TV and looking at things, thinking, oh wow, what's going on? And then when I snap out the mushroom cloud, I think, holy shit, I'm extremely late. I didn't realize I spent ages just like looking at the computer or whatnot, like in an absolute dream, thinking, cool, what's going on over there? And you're like, oh shit, am I supposed to pick up my girlfriend? What's going on? Right? So also, like, oh, look at that nice shiny thing. That's really expensive. I'm going to buy that. And then I'm going to buy this. And then when it turns up, I don't want it. Okay, and then I'm just going to disregard it because at the time when I was feeling high, that might patch up a feeling that I've got of like a void that I've got in my body that is like, oh, I feel like I really just want something to patch me up. Overindulgent in food addiction also, okay, that would be like binge eating, okay. I really feel like that whole huge plate of like cod and fish and haddock, okay, and I'm going to eat all of that. Okay, overindulgent. Then I'm going to feel really bad. Okay, so someone here could have attention deficit disorder. Okay, now, however that's playing out in your life, whether the person's promiscuous with other people or other things, or they've just got other things on their mind, it could literally just be that. You were always on my mind, Leo. You were always on my mind, Debbie or Danielle or anybody that's got D in their name. Let's see, what else we got for Leo? Now, for some of you, you could have been dealing with the Leo that come up in the other readings where the person was already married and committed in a relationship and they're not telling their wife, more than likely, that they have other options in life, that they're actually looking at other women. But I do not want people to just jump to conclusions unless you know that your male does look at other women.
Get the fuck down. Stay down. Calm down. I thought we were friends, and then you go run away from me.
Okay. Because the commitment is here with the Queen of Cups. There is a connection. There is love. But what is love? Baby, don't hurt me? Well, okay, if someone's hurting someone, then it's probably because they're promiscuous and they're looking outside of the commitment that they're already in. That is not for everybody, because it's either that I suffer through ADHD and I'm finding it very difficult to find focus, and that's the reason why I'm late. Where have you been? At work, but I'm really struggling. Okay, now, do you trust your person or do you not trust the person? Okay. Let's see, because that will come down to the 5 energy that was in the Capricorn reading around the water sign. That was the first card out, that was Pisces, that represented another 3, and then also the 5 of Swords on top of that around a water sign. This to me is a Piscean because it's a feminine water sign. Okay, so like I said, there can be an energy around some of you that is either one, it's just ADHD that came up with the 5 of Swords, which is also my mental health energy. It's also competition and arguments. Okay. Let's see. Leo, any other messages, please, for Leo? I have ADHD, Leo. You've probably heard it 1,000 times, man, but this is why I'm late. I'm late chucking out some readings because I am so goddamn tired. Like, fatigue for me is awful. And I dropped my girlfriend off this morning, okay, and then I got back and then I crashed right out and slept for like 3 hours. And then I'm waking up and thinking, oh, God, I've got no work done or whatsoever. Like, it's terrible. Let's see. What's coming up for Leo? Anything for Leo? So, the lovers, Gemini, okay, or Capricorn. Gemini or Capricorn. 6, okay. So, love is here. 7 is either other options in life, and it's love or lust, lusting after someone. This can be, I've just got a connection with someone that I'm lusting about, okay? Or it can be that I've got a connection with someone and I do trust them. It's just the fact that they have ADHD. Okay, they have ADHD and they find it very difficult to focus on me all the time, but they do extremely love me. I love them, or them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, and we are partners, okay? So there is no infidelity in that if that's just someone that's suffering from ADHD. They're loyal, they love you, they're with you, okay, or Laura. But they're with you, they love you, bang, right? Now, if not, this can be a lust card, okay? Because it can be someone that has a commitment with someone that represents the same numerology or astrology placements. One of these can be the other woman, or the other man, okay? And they look outside of their commitment at someone else that could be a Gemini or a Capricorn, okay? So, let's see. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or North Node. So, what's going on with Leo, please? With Leo. So there you are, Leo, a sex addiction. If you're with a partner and there is no infidelity or anything like that, this partner really loves you. You're having, there's nothing to be worried about, nothing that I can really guide you through. Now, if this is a promiscuous energy of someone that's looking for extra sex, because in Capricorn reading, there was sex addiction or a drug addiction. This can also represent I'm not within my right mind because I am under the influence, okay? Leo, anything coming up for Leo? 7 of Pentacles, just waiting to see my partner, but there's the 5, you see. This 5 came up here in the Capricorn reading, whereas the 6 is there, you see. So if you're new and you don't realise that I read in numerology, okay, then I would advise watching my gold tier and catching up with that kind of stuff, because there's a lot to learn there. Okay, because that's why you'll see the representation of other cards coming out through other star signs, because it's representing their numerology. So this can also be copious amounts of ganja. Okay, it can also be like weighting, like standing on a scale, because I am on a diet, can be representing diet, and I'm waiting to lose some extra weight. Okay. For some of you, there could be frustration that's kind of coming up around this commitment, because I did pick up late. And if you're late, then I might start getting really annoyed because you're late. Okay. Or paranoid. Like I said, it's annoyed or paranoid. Could be from Australia, Ozzy Osbourne. But it could be paranoid. Okay. Or just annoyed. Okay. Some of you might suffer through your breathing and your adenoids in your nose here, and some of you might be going up the nose, depending if someone's under the influence. Let's see. Leo, what's going on with Leo? So you got Virgo energy here. So you have got loyalty. Someone's looking for an answer. Okay, they're not satisfied until they've got the answer. 9 is an unfulfilled feeling and a notion of 9, because it isn't a 10. So I'm looking for a diagnosis of the other person to find out what they have wrong with them. Could be mental illness, depression, could be bipolar, okay? All sorts of mental illnesses that could be coming through in this reading here. Now, Virgo energy here is looking for that one thing that they need to find out that's making this happen here, this 5 of Wands. This can mean conflict and competition in a commitment or a relationship, or I'm always competing for your attention. See? So I'm competing, not with anybody else. I'm always competing just for your attention. But that's attention deficit if a person has that. Okay. Because why are they? Because deficit means that they are deficit maybe in iron, okay, or supplements. And if it's ADHD, they're deficit in dopamine, okay, is that reward. They do not get that natural reward system like other people do, okay, which means that they may not show their appreciation a lot, which means you don't seem to appreciate all the things that I do for you. You don't seem to appreciate the fact that I'm putting in all of the work. you don't seem to feel like blah, blah, blah. There's something missing. Why? Because of appreciation. They cannot show it because they are deficit in that. Okay, so they do not show that reward system that people look for. Okay, I've done all this for you, and how do you repay me? Okay, they might not be able to because of their feelings. Their feelings change by empathy. You don't seem to have much empathy for me that seems to be putting in all of the work to try and prove to you that I love you and I want to be with you, and I'm doing all of this for you, but why is it that you do not seem to show your appreciation? Dopamine. There is no reward within the person with ADD. There is at times when they feel like, oh my God, I'm going to smother you in kisses and love. I love those moments when we're great. Isn't it above and beyond a connection that makes it feel so great? Okay. And it's lovely when I'm around you and you're like that. I love that. But why are you like a Jekyll and Hyde? Because of dopamine, right? Because of dopamine, something that you cannot just click your fingers and there it is, right? It's not like an iron deficiency where you can just go to the fucking chemist, Dave, and actually just ask for like extra supplements of iron and start popping it and then suddenly you're okay. Okay. ADHD well, in the UK it's classed as a disability. You could actually get disability allowance through ADHD, which means that you would not ever have to work. The government would give you money in the UK. Because you are not able to work, you're disabled within that. Okay, has so many flaws. Okay, so there is this energy of feeling like there isn't so much of a reward. At the end of the week, I've put in all this time, I've put in all of this effort, and why do I not seem to be getting much back in return for doing that? Okay, now that can also be happening around your work and also their work. I'm putting in extra work, extra hours, and I don't seem to be getting ahead. Okay, but like I said, like I get around this with my channel, and it's awful, Leo, and I am suffering also financially as well because of ADHD. Right? Because like I think that what I'm doing is I'm putting in loads of work. Okay, and I'm putting in all of the effort that I can and all of the energy that I can, and I'm putting it in and I'm doing my best. But sometimes when it doesn't quite go my way, I think, oh shit, it's not working. Why is it not working? Why is the reward that I've got at the end of the week or the month not enough? When it more than likely is to perhaps just survive. Okay, but when you also have ADHD, you can also like end up like paying for loads of shit, like you're in debt and you got to pay it all off and so on and so forth. And you're kind of like, wow, I really have to start reining it in and stop spending so much money and time and effort on the reward systems that I feel like people and things are just like my rewards, okay, my trophies. Okay, all of these people and all of these things here are just my rewards, my trophies, my patch up. Okay, I can just latch on to something here and it'll make me feel good just for a moment. What the fuck are you doing, Dave? Where did you go? Hello? Sorry, my camera is my Dave. It's Dave. What are you doing, Dave? Here. But like, do you know what I'm saying? The Davises I know, right? But like here, this is kind of like, you know, I'm looking for all of my rewards and what can I find next that's going to give me that patched up feeling? And the partner is like, hold on a minute, Dave, what about me? And you come like, well, what about you? You're like, how dare you? Right? So you kind of like, how dare you, young man? It could be even with your child, okay, or your mother. But it's kind of like that, how dare you, like, just bypass me and not really think about me when you're more than likely thinking about all of these other people or all of these other things. And you're like, hello, like, you know, we're here together, me and you. We've had some time off and you're here, but where are you? Come on, where are you? And you're like, where am I? Yeah. And you're like, you're not with it today, are you? And you're like, no, I'm just like, no, I can't even speak properly. You're like, are you sure you're all right? And you're like, no. Why? ADHD. Right. It is oh God, it is terrible. But yeah, these can just be general small arguments. We will look deeper into it, but this can be a very minor thing that can be overcome, okay? Depending on what you got going on, if there's infidelity or there's cheating and lying and manipulating in relationships. So tell me more about why Leo has the Queen of Cups, please. So the Queen of Cups, wow. So now you've got a very stable masculine and feminine person that's very loving and caring, okay, for someone, okay? For you guys that are in commitments and relationships and everything's going fine, just apart from like ADHD here. What is the Seven of Cups? Oh dear. Again, Steve's ADHD card. So there may not be arguments or stuff like that. This could just be one person's head, okay, or the name Ed or Edwina or Eddie, okay? So I do need to make this prominent in readings because now I've learned by my experiences, Spirit is actually now telling me that these cards may not always represent that someone does have other options in a commitment or a relationship. These two cards may not even be that there's going to be an argument. It could just be that this person suffers individually as ADHD and there is no argument to look for. Now, this is where people go, well, I watched your reading and there wasn't an argument or anything else. No, it's probably this person just arguing with themselves. I'm not kidding you, right? They're both my ADHD attention deficit disorder cards, okay? So someone suffers through ADHD, if I can't say that enough here. Now, for some of you, you are arguing with this guy because this guy is more than likely also cheating on this woman, if you know that. If Stiff, Jeff, Steve, Sarah, Sassy, Sandra, okay, he's turned his back on this bird here, right, here, turned his back or her back on this woman, okay, and what clarifies the woman is the guy here. Why am I holding these cards up for you? But I'll just show you here. Okay, I'm sweating now. So, yeah, this king is looking directly in the eyes of this energy here, okay? So it could be Keely, Kaylee, Kylie, Kaylee, Casey, someone from also Australia. But, yeah, look me in the eye and tell me that. Look me in the eye and tell me that you're telling the truth. Okay, I need to ask you a question. Have you been talking or seeing another woman or a man? Okay, look me straight in the eye and tell me that you have or you haven't. Okay, can you see what I'm seeing in the cards? Say what you see, catchphrase. Okay, look me directly in the eye and tell me the truth. Okay, have you or have you not done this? Okay, that's for some of you. So there could be an argument that's coming up. What's the Lovers here for? Is another king. Damn. I mean, is this fucking King Joffy Joffer or what? Now, like I said, if you haven't got any discrepancies with a partner, there could be arguments that come up around timekeeping. But for some of you, if you know there's, arguments, commitments, third parties, infidelity, all that sort of stuff, then there you go. King of Wands. Ooh, they could be hiding something. That nearly came up in reverse. There could be something going on around someone's mother and also father. Family affair. This could be a lot of family involvements. Someone's mum or father gets stuck right into the middle of someone else's commitments and relationships. This might not even be your relationship. It could be the fact that this is the family that do not like the option that the son or daughter has as a partner, but they're just getting on with their life here. But the mother or the father is disagreeing against this energy here. So you could have arguments with family, or they do here. What's the Seven of Pentacles for Leo? Yeah, I think your love life's going fine. Why is this Five of Wands here? Oh, dear. Oh, there could be a third energy here. I don't know. There seemed to have been a lot of aggression going on around Pisces, Life Path 3 or Pisces, because it came up in their reading on Patreon. It came up on their reading that I did on on YouTube, and then Capricorn reading. There was Pisces, the Hangman, blah blah blah, and the Five of Wands. There is around a 3 or Pons. Okay, but there's arguments, something going on around a Life Path 3 or a Pisces there. Okay, what's the Hermit? Yeah, there's another woman here. There's a counterpart energy of the king and the queen. So like I said, don't go and fuck up your marriages and your commitments and your relationship if everything is fine here, because it just generally means just a few little tit-for-tat arguments that could be with family and not actually your commitment. If you are in a committed relationship and you love your partner and they love you and you're true and honest, then everything is great here because you have like a lot of counterpart energy. Then you've just got like the king and the queen of wands here just represent things going on around someone's mother or father, okay? And then for you guys that may be on that timeline of like knowing that a person is seeing another person and they're cheating on their husband or wife, then you've kind of got those scenarios there for you as well. Okay, so that is your just general stuff to be aware of that is around your environment at the moment. If you would like a complete and utter deeper look in your actual weekly reading, because this is just like now, okay. And plus, I would also really appreciate it because I really do need some clients to join Patreon. So it's on the silver or gold tier. Your weekly readings are always done in time before anything here. So I always do the weekly readings first on Patreon, then I come here and do you whatever I do on here. Okay, but I really would appreciate you guys joining Patreon if you can. The link is provided below. You need the silver or gold tier. It's just a whole back catalogue of everything all just shoved into one, and you can watch until your heart's content. Okay, so that's the silver or the gold tier. Okay, join button is also below, $2 or $3. It really doesn't cost much. It just really does help out me if you join. And in return, when I go live, what you get is free questions and answers with the tarot. And then you also get channeling your deceased loved ones when I have time and I go live. But it's mainly around tarot card readings. But sometimes I do channeling for loved ones, depending if I have the time at night because of the difference between America and Britain being 5 to 6 or 7 hours behind or in front. So yeah, that's $2 or $3, and you can ask me as many questions as you want throughout the month when I go live. $2 or $3 doesn't cost much, and it really helps me out at the end of the month. Okay, so thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. Got to find my stop button, and I will catch you next time.